Hi, and welcome back to the Real Deal podcast.
Hello.
It's another week, another experience. These are my co-hosts this week. I'm Mackenzie Diggs, if you forgot, because I wasn't here last time we had a podcast. They were trying to replace me. I clawed my way back in. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, I am Tiara. What's up?
And I am Ben, and clearly, as you can see, we are professionals at this.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I am graduating this year, and I do have to find a real job soon, so I know exactly what I'm doing. Anyways, this week, we're going to be talking about some fun stuff. I'm going to go first because I felt like it, and this is my podcast. No, I'm kidding. Because we agreed. And so, okay, hey, sorry. Like I said, very professional, so we're back. So we're going to talk a little bit about the new season of Big Mouth, because that just came out last Friday. I don't know if you guys have, dove into that. That's what I spent my fall break doing. Mm-hmm. So I binge watched it all already.
Nice.
I have only seen bits and pieces of it, like we were talking about earlier, and it's kind of fried, but I've never watched it all the way through, seen a whole episode. I've come in and somebody's watching it or whatever, but I do like Nick Kroll, and I think he's he had this show, he had the Nick Kroll show.
Yeah.
And there's a character, Liz, which is literally just the blonde character that he plays in Big Mouth.
Oh,
What's
wait.
her name?
Lola.
Yeah.
She's raunchy.
I'll have to show you the Liz show.
Yes,
because
yes.
It's iconic.
Yeah. So what about you? What do you know? What do you think?
Well, I'm just going to talk about all of the actors and roles that have played Joker over the past...
Oh, no. I'm talking about Big Mouth. What do you think about it?
Oh, okay, so we're still on that.
Yeah.
Well, I personally haven't seen any episodes yet. I know, but I've always feared that the show is a bit too vulgar, even for my taste. And South Park for me is pushing the envelope just a tad for me, and I'm worried that Big Mouth is even pushing the envelope even further than that.
It definitely is.
I will have to give it a try just to see if it actually is as out there as I fear it is. But at the same time, I am willing to try new things, and I really need to pop it up.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I never liked South Park. I was never into it. I just thought it was dumb humor, which is weird because now I love this show. And I loved Family Guy. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what my beef was.
I was a big fan of Family Guy back in the day, but looking at it now, I'm like,
yeah, why did I
They
ever
have
think that
definitely
was funny?
Simpsons it. They have definitely Simpsons it, in which the first 10 seasons were fan-freaking-tastic, and then they just changed writers or changed executive producers or something.
Now it's it's like American Dad to me. It's like trash TV.
okay, but American Dad was solid for a while.
Yes. Everything
disagree.
Seth
Actually,
MacFarlane touched.
I haven't seen recent episodes of it, but
No, I'm talking about even back in middle school and stuff. I still hated American Dad.
Bro, you're such a hater.
American Dad is Cedar Point. Family Guy is Kings Island.
Yeah, Cedar Point's better.
No,
it's a bigger park. It has more stuff.
No, they're almost the same,
Thank you.
but they're not. They're not, and one's just better than the other. And we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Cedar Point.
No, I disagree.
Cedar Point,
American
number one. Cedar Point,
Kings
number one.
Island,
I do like Kings Island because it's closer and cheaper.
way cheaper.
I will give you that.
Cedar Point has one pinnacle ride.
And then a lot of other really
Is that the
good
big one?
rides that are also iconic.
Oh, Top Thrill Dragster Bangs.
Bangs?
Yeah. Millennium Force.
That's
Is
what
that
it's
the
called.
straight up and down one?
No, that's Top Thrill Dragster.
Oh,
Millennium Force is that
one's
one roller
smash.
coaster goes all around the park, and
Yeah,
it's
huge,
so
crazy.
freaking
And then,
crazy.
I haven't been since I was maybe a
last time I
sophomore in
went
high
was in
school.
8th grade.
Same.
Okay, so yeah. So none of us are well seasoned in Cedar Point nowadays. That's the conclusion of that.
You guys want to get us Cedar Point if you want to sponsor us?
Should we take a real deal trip to
We'll
Cedar Point?
gladly
Who wants
take
to drive?
free tickets.
I vote Celia drives. Sorry, Celia.
What is she? I can't see her face.
But so
There it
Celia's
is.
now driving us to Cedar Point. Tune in for what that's like soon.
Cedar Point, thanks for the sponsor.
Can't wait. We'll vlog it. No, we won't. Wait, actually, maybe we should.
It would be fun.
I would not say no.
But anyways,
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth is hilarious. I don't know why I like
What is
it.
the basic premise of? Because I don't know anything about it.
It's about these middle schoolers that are going through puberty, and it's just hilarious because it's so accurate. They have these hormone monsters.
I've seen the bubble bath.
Yeah.
Isn't she one of them?
Yeah, they basically
like
just play like devil's advocate to like all their like hormonal like tendencies. It's so funny. It is super vulgar. I will say that. I think it's worse than South Park. But it's also different.
I think I did see an episode where the guy falls in love with his couch cushion or something.
Oh, bro.
That would not surprise me.
I'm like the emoji where it's like, yeah, no, that he has a couple of romantic relationships with some pillows. That is for sure.
Yeah, and there's 2 of them, right? There's 2 pillows.
At one point,
there's like a
two.
love triangle with 2
At one,
pillows.
there's a female and a male cushion involved. But I think they're using that as like a narrative to like how he's figuring out his like bisexuality, because then later on in the season he comes out as bisexual.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
So
Nice.
I mean, it's weirdly they would about portray that in a weird way. But
Right.
hey, whatever helps him figure out that for him is fine with me. So.
Perfect.
Plus
But-
it's a cartoon, so at some point
Yeah.
you're like, it's
At some
fine.
point you have to be like, okay, all right.
It's fine.
I
It's
see
just
what
a
you were
cartoon.
doing there, yeah. But no, it's like one of those like trash TV shows that you just like love to watch, you know? I don't know if you guys have one of those, but like I have a lot of those. I pretty much only like to watch trash TV because otherwise I can't justify watching it except for like binge watching all the Twilight movies over the weekend, which I also
Oh,
did.
There's an
And
article.
I stand by that decision 100%.
Honestly, Twilight
you.
things.
Twilight goes harder than any other.
Like
And if
the
you're not Team
later you
Jacob-
watch Twilight, we should have a Twilight podcast. Let's find out when Twilight
And find someone else who like,
came
loves
out.
Twilight.
Yeah, and let's find out when Twilight came out and do an anniversary.
Bro, it was 2010 or 2009. I promise. I was just watching the movie the week. Okay, yeah. So we definitely have to get on that immediately. That's happening ASAP. Maybe we should do that like right before Halloween, since like vampires and werewolves.
It'd be fun.
So we'll do that.
Agreed.
So stay tuned for the Twilight podcast,
Yes.
whether you like Twilight or not, because
I wish I had my Twilight shirts here. I still
I
have
will
them, like,
dang
at
near
home.
order one on Amazon. Say I won't.
I ain't got enough money in my bank account. Look, I'll pay you back.
Yeah, my credit card bill's due in a couple of days, but Mom, if you're watching this, yes, I do need money. Anyways, let's
We all-
continue. Okay, who
Big
wants to
mouth.
go next with an idea that has something better than this trash TV show I wanted to talk about?
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily better because Gemini
yeah,
Man.
That's right. We're talking about trash TV today.
Gemini Man came out today, the new movie with Will Smith.
Wheels.
Will Smith. And I have seen the trailer for it a couple of times, and I've been like, this looks like something that would have come out in 2004.
Ang Lee tends to do that.
I haven't even seen the trailer,
Really?
so I'm like,
Have you seen like the posters or anything? Because
I've seen the posters because I went to the movies today to buy my tickets for Joker.
Oh,
Nice.
Because I'm going to see that after this.
Oh, nice. Good.
Nice.
Also, don't have anybody. Let's still do that.
But it like, oh my goodness,
I'm about to look it up.
I've suddenly, oh yeah, and he plays 2 versions of himself, like an old version and a younger version.
And truth be told, they don't honestly look that different.
They don't. He kind of. Has
I
been
guess that's a
blessed.
compliment to how he looks today and how
Yeah.
young he still looks. But like
Honestly,
at the same time, like what is the point?
His skin's a little bit smoother.
He has a little bit of gray hair from the poster.
and like his haircut is different.
yeah.
But he looks mostly the same.
Yep.
So I guess that's fine. I mean, congrats to Will Smith for looking so great.
Yeah.
But it does look like it came straight from 2001.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yikes.
apparently it has not been doing very well
No.
with the critics either. I was just looking at an article that had compiled a bunch of reviews and stuff together. And like people highlighted like the digital effects team for being like,
Oh, yeah.
like, it looks good. But the script isn't good apparently.
I heard it's like really, really boring.
I
Yikes.
believe that because
Geminis are insane though.
they are, which I guess is like a good analogy for like.
Like when you said Gemini Man, I had no clue what you're talking about. But then
But you
before
knew
I-
it was gonna be bad.
Yeah, and then before I even looked it up, when you said like it's 2 different sides of himself, I was like, oh, it makes perfect sense. Because Geminis are like, they have like very split personalities. They're just
Yep.
very,
But also the Gemini sign is the twins.
yeah,
Yep.
like the twins. That's like the thing. It's like
Yep.
2 sides. Which I actually know a Gemini who is a twin, and it's crazy.
I know a couple of Geminis who are twins too.
Yeah.
I know like 2 pairs of twins that are Geminis.
Because she she's like very distinctly one side of the twin, and then her twin is like very different than her. It's like they took on just one side of the Gemini side. It's so weird.
That's super bizarre.
So weird.
But
I love Will Smith though, so it's sad that recently
he's
not been making great decisions.
Yeah, the movies he's been in have not been great. He did that. I think I talked about it last year. The God, what was that movie called? The Colossal Beauty or something.
Oh, I liked that movie.
Oh.
I liked that movie.
What was that movie?
I bawled my eyes out during that movie, bro.
It was so stupid.
I mean, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
so-
Collateral Beauty.
Collateral Beauty.
Colossal
That's
Beauty.
what it's called. Now that rings a bell.
I am so hurt right now.
But I mean, Suicide Squad was also bad.
But I love him as Deadshot, though.
He's always the highlight in these bad movies. I wonder if
Exactly.
he does it on purpose. He's like, I'm going to do the best thing about this movie.
He
He's
has
like,
enough money,
I
he
know
doesn't
this
really have
ship
to
is
do
sinking.
things.
I am
Exactly.
going to try to carry this thing to shore with
I
my
can't believe you
dying
didn't
breath
like
if I
that
have
movie,
to.
bro.
It was kind of dumb.
It was so cute.
I mean, Will Smith is always charming.
Oh, he always is.
The plot was cute.
Except for After Earth.
Yeah, After Earth was a weird anomaly of,
I have one answer to that. Shyamalan.
yeah, agreed.
And Shyamalan in like one of his deepest valleys.
Yeah, he
Like, in his
seemed
career.
to go through. Maybe he was going through something when his sort of like
Either
after
an
the
ego
Sixth
trip or
Sense.
something personal because like
Because
that
he
was.
released like a string of just awful movies.
There's Lady in the Water, After Earth,
Last Airbender.
Last Airbender, Happening.
Yeah.
Happening.
Oh my.
That movie sucks.
What?
Even I've seen that.
No. The Happening should be a rental movie, I think, for Earth Day, Logan.
Maybe we should do.
Is that a
Collateral
big brain
Beauty
idea?
because I love
Is that a
movie.
big brain idea, Logan?
What?
The Happening for Earth Day.
Yes.
For rental breakdown?
I'll put it on the calendar.
Bet. Big brain ideas.
Someone do Collateral Beauty because I love that movie and I will fight for it until the day I die.
Someone defend it.
I can't believe that. I'm her. I'm calling my dad after this because I saw that movie with him.
Aww.
I love to go to the movies. Like it's my favorite thing to
Uh-huh.
do. So like I always like drag whoever will go with me. Like me and my dad go a lot. Me and my mom go a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I love the movies.
Me and my mom will go see like action movies because that's what she likes. She likes.
Yeah.
superhero
I'll go
movies
see
and
like
stuff.
Yeah.
superhero movies or action movies with like my dad and brother. But then if it's like something girly, like just me and my dad go, we like don't tell my brother we're going.
Yeah.
Just you and your dad.
Yeah, because my brother would be like, seriously guys, like what are you gonna do? Go cry to that girly movie? And we're like, yeah, we are. Okay, we are.
You know
gonna go
what?
cry
We're
to
gonna
it."
see the last song together, and we're gonna hold each other and cry.
Yes, exactly.
But anyway, Gemini
Moving
Man
back on.
is currently at 29% on Rotten Tomatoes, which people always say. I mean, people.
Rotten Tomatoes is a little harsh.
Yeah,
feel
but
like.
also it's
A
an
tad.
aggregate. It's an aggregate of different reviews.
You should also look up like the average score of
yeah,
what
like
each
the
critic
average
says,
like
'cause
cinema
that's I think
score
a
and
lot
stuff
more
like
accurate.
that. So I mean,
I'm looking to see what the Joker's at right now.
what
so
does this
go
say?
and
It
see
says
that.
the script
Last
is
I saw, it
filled.
was at 68%.
Exactly, 68% still.
It says it was filled with clunky dialogue.
Sounds right.
The critic praises his action sequences, but
If you saw
lousy lines don't help.
Yikes.
And it's like,
So save your
aw.
money, I guess, folks.
Yeah, it says the critic shares that not even Smith's talent or his digital clone could have saved this film from being bland, sluggish, and sentimental.
Because I have noticed that there is a major difference between Life of Pi Ang Lee and Mission Impossible 2 Ang Lee.
I never saw Mission Impossible 2, ironically.
I
enough.
never did either.
But
I
did
feel
the
like
most
this
recent
is
one.
a
But Life of Pi
copy
was-
of Mission Impossible
But
2.
also Brokeback Mountain. It's like peak cinema.
Yep,
peak
and it
cinema.
did not win Best Picture.
I
And
know
it's iconic. It's transcendental.
Because-
is that how you say that?
that year.
Yeah. Yeah, I know
Oscars
what.
down.
I know which movie won that year. I know which movie won that year. I saw it.
What
Trash.
movie won? I don't know.
Crash.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
sucked.
and that's all the response you need.
And that's all the
And it
response you
sucked.
need.
And it sucked. Oh my god. Oh, I thought I was about to show you
I feel
this,
like I-
but you tweeted it. Okay.
She's one step ahead of you.
What can I say? Follow me on Twitter. No, I'm kidding. I literally plug one of my social medias every single time I do this podcast. I'm so sorry. It's not on purpose. I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Do you want to move on to
Yes.
Joker since you were also seeing it
Yes,
tonight?
I'm so
and
excited.
I do apologize for interrupting, but
Oh.
I wanted to talk about all of the Jokers
Yeah.
in cinema, all the actors who have played them
But
all
first,
throughout.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
You saw the Joker, right?
I have seen Joker.
What did you think? Because I haven't seen it.
I'm going after this.
I
so-
personally loved it.
Ooh,
Joaquin
I'm so
Phoenix
excited.
is so good.
I love Joaquin
It's a role he was born to play.
Okay, then I want to hear your opinion on like which Joker's the best, because like I feel like Heath Ledger just, bro,
I love Heath Ledger.
that's a pinnacle. For
Heath
one, he's
Ledger.
amazing in everything, and he was amazing in everything.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Moment of silence for Heath Ledger.
Okay, and we're back.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, so like having it seen recently, I do feel like I would need to watch The Dark Knight again to really do a comparison because like Joaquin was just so good. Like, and I will warn you now, this is not Batman villain Joker. This is like a damaged person that you would see in the streets Joker. And that is a very different dynamic than what Heath was going at because Heath was practically a domestic terrorist.
Yeah.
This,
Yeah, I guess.
This is schizophrenic putting makeup on
Yeah.
and going on a TV show and just that scene. I can't spoil anything.
Yes,
like
please don't.
It's so good.
I have literally 2 hours left, and then we can talk about it for real, but no spoilers.
Do you
It's
think?
so good.
What did you think about? Sorry, I keep asking you questions. You're not even sorry. But did you think the way it handled the mental health topic that people were sort of talking about leading up to it? Do you think
it not only did it handle the mental health topic so well, like Todd Phillips did his homework, not only on the character, but like for the symptoms of this character that would have in this predicament. Like this is really close to Christopher Nolan good on how much
So,
detail he did on this.
Do you think that like this movie, like the way that it portrays like schizophrenia and everything, that like even if you've been affected by it or you know someone who's affected by it, like it would not be offensive, it wouldn't be like triggering,
No,
it would
no,
just be, like,
no.
spot on.
No, like
representation?
it's not like blaming anyone for anything, and it's like, well, let me phrase it this way: like it will definitely put a spotlight on like how people react to people with mental disorders and whatnot, because it's a very social commentary heavy film,
Okay.
and not only does it delve into politics, but like it also delves into like how people react to people of that condition. Because like one of the shots that you probably see in the trailer is that one of his lines is like people expect people with mental disorders to behave as if they don't. That is like very forefront in this movie because like he's like constantly blamed for something, and like that scene in the trailer with like that woman on the bus with her kid.
Right.
That's one of the first things that you see in the movie, and it's like it's so powerful,
Oh,
and
wow.
it just sets a tone for the.
Excited.
I do like Joaquin Phoenix a lot, so
I feel
you
like
will
it's
have a treat. I don't know why it's so low at 68%. It needs to be 98% if you ask me, because I
feel like
love
maybe
it.
a lot of people like went into it thinking, like expecting kind of like the Batman, like villain.
I
role.
I
I don't know
think
why
some
that was so hard
critics
for me to
thought
get
it
out.
was like going a bit too far in like its like depiction of violence, even though it's not a particularly violent movie. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys if you're expecting like
Am I
all
gonna
out
cry?
gore. I think you will. I think you will.
I'm such a
on a
baby.
scale of like a Quentin Tarantino movie is like a 10, where would you put Joker? Maybe I wouldn't even
Like
put Tarantino
violence-wise.
at a 10. I'd
Violence
put him at like a
wise.
7.
Yeah, like violence wise, where would he lie? The movie.
I'd say it honestly around 5.
Oh, that's doable. That's 100% doable.
Yeah, there's one graphic scene.
Well, it's also rated R, so I don't know
It's
why
also
people
rated
are
R.
complaining.
There's also a tad bit of swearing. Like there is one scene with a lot of blood, and then there's like the very ending. I can't say anything, so I won't. There's also the game show scene, and I can't say anything about that either. But like the last 20 minutes make the whole thing. And I'm not saying that the rest of the hour, 40 minutes before that is bad by any means. That's also really freaking good. But that last 20 minutes, that's the icing on the cake. And it's
So it's like rise to action, rise to action, rise to action, climax, like end, basically. Is
oh yeah, like the resolution is like what, only like 1 minute.
Oh, perfect. I actually kind of sometimes prefer that. Because I really like getting very emotionally attached to characters. Like That's why I cry during literally commercials. Like, I am such a baby.
Have you seen that dog commercial where he like meets the horse and like?
Yes, yes, bro, yes. And I tear up. No lie.
Of course. Honestly, valid.
I am a
cry.
baby.
Everything makes me cry too.
I am a small child, so I can't wait to sob all this makeup off after I leave this here stage. Well, this is a desk. This is a desk.
Anything? What else did you think about Joker?
Any warnings that won't be spoilers?
People are kind of split on Robert De Niro's performance. I thought he was okay. I thought he did like his research on what a game show host should and shouldn't do. There were some people who like really didn't like it. It's like, oh, he looked like he was phoning it in. Some other people like loved it. It's like, yeah, he really did his research. Like he even points at the band when they're like playing, which is like a real thing that talk show hosts do now. Even back in the day, they also did that. Who else was in this that I should probably know about?
Zazie Beetz. I love Zazie Beetz.
Oh yeah, she was fine. She was fine.
Fine.
Yeah, well,
She was good in Deadpool.
Yeah, here's the thing.
I hear they sort of fridge her a little bit. Not specifically like fridge, like kill her, and well, maybe they do, but I don't know.
I ain't gonna have to put a spoiler warning for what you're talking
Should
about.
I earmuff? Should I earmuff? I can't. I can earmuff. You guys can talk about it. Hold on. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so for me, for this character, either they should have put a lot more screen time for her, or just cut her out completely, because she's just in this for way too short of a time in order for any
For
like
it to matter.
for it to matter. And like what happens to her is like really vague. So at least there's that.
Oh.
So you get to decide whether or not something happens.
Well, that's disappointing. I was gonna go for Joaquin and Zazie, but
There are a few scenes with them, but yeah, this movie is a lot like King of Comedy meets Taxi Driver meets Network.
Taxi Driver, the incel.
Yep, there's even a direct reference to Taxi Driver in this movie.
I can get behind that.
Super
Yep.
cringe.
I also think it has the rewatchability of that Arnold Schwarzenegger Total Recall movie, in which you don't know what's real and what's fake.
Oh, it sort of plays with like.
I
Plays
love
with the
movies
mind.
that I can rewatch because I love rewatching movies.
Oh yeah, like you'll have to come back to this like 2 or 3 times.
Perfect.
Somebody knew that I was a former Mary Elizabeth Winstead stan on IMDb because literally every page I click on, she pops up. And I'm like, hey queen, hey girl. Okay, back to the Joker, sorry.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited to see it. I'm so excited. I have been so excited about this movie. I'm more excited for this than I was Hustlers.
Really?
Yeah, Hustlers let me down so much, man. I'm still bitter about it. I'm still so bitter. So I'm really excited for this. Hopefully it redeems the movies for me because last time I went, because I saw Hustlers, sis wasn't happy. I was kind of sad. Sorry.
This will
J-Lo.
bring you back. This will bring you
Perfect.
back. Phoenix
excited.
deserves that Oscar nom, if not the win, in my opinion.
So we're talking Oscars.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I don't know yet because I haven't seen it. But
Interesting.
honestly, I feel like we should have a podcast right before the Oscars where we just try to predict everything.
It'd be fun.
Like an Oscars podcast.
Ooh, we could do like, we keep doing like these ideas thing.
Yeah.
But then when people are like, what do we have ideas for? We're like,
I'm like, oh, I don't know. I can't think of anything. I'm stumped.
Is someone writing this down?
I'm having one stroke of genius all year, right? And it's right now, guys.
just right now.
That's it.
We're never gonna see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that could definitely be cool because I feel like there has been a lot of cool, like a lot of good movies, but also not a lot of good movies this year.
I'm curious to see because I mean we're still in October and like a lot of the movies that like get nominated I guess don't really come out until
Like November-ish.
yeah November December so we
Yeah,
still have some
we're
time.
just now starting Oscar bait season.
Yeah, I hear that new movie Parasite by the director of
That looks so
Snowpiercer.
good.
I hear it's really good. It's sold out like all this weekend because it like premiered in New York, and then it also is showing at Heartland, and it's also sold out. So I'm hearing good things about that.
Interesting.
I'm excited about that.
interesting.
I'm also really excited about that Lighthouse movie.
Yeah,
With,
Robert Eggers.
with Robert Pattinson also as well, and yeah.
Oh
Edward.
yeah, you're gonna like that.
I'm actually not Team Edward. So
Cut the podcast. Cut the cameras.
I'm low-key Team Jacob, but
Cut the
it's
cameras.
because
Podcast over.
We can talk about this as soon as filming's done because I'm sure we have a lot. Did you see my tweets about it? It's honestly.
Yeah, I saw one of them.
It is true.
Yeah.
But anyways, I still love Robert Pattinson. I just wasn't Team Edward because he's like so dramatic.
But so is, okay, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. But I love it.
Okay.
I
In
want to see this
comparison
movie.
to the rest of the Jokers that you have down, where do you think?
Can you even really compare them? Because it's like totally different.
Because they're always different.
Yeah, there's out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of the 7 here, there's practically the 4 that are most iconic. 5 if you want to count. But like the 4 that are most iconic, there's Heath Ledger, of course, Jack Nicholson, and then there's Mark Hamill, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add Joaquin Phoenix to this list
Really?
as some of the most iconic because, like, oh my God, he is just so good in this role, and it's a role that he did a lot of research for it, and like he's really picky with his scripts, and like when someone sent him to this, is like, yeah, I'm already picturing myself in this role right now.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Like, so he was really passionate about this.
I didn't know that.
I love Heath Ledger. I'm like so partial to him forever because of like the extent that he went to with that role is just like insane.
Yeah.
Like all like the self preparation is just nuts. I don't know that much about.
I was watching
Joker.
the documentary that they did about Heath Ledger
What's
a
that
couple
on?
years ago. It was on, I had it on my DVR.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really remember.
Maybe
but,
I can look it up on my YouTube TV.
Boop, yes. But he would like take like little selfies and stuff of him in like the Joker makeup, and it was really cute. Like, well, not even like in the Joker makeup, but like half done makeup, so you could just like
Oh yeah,
only
I've
see
seen
the
some of those
scars and
pictures.
stuff. And like, it's so cute. Like how much he liked.
That role.
Yeah, and
yeah.
How proud he was to like be the Joker,
yeah.
Yeah.
which is so weird because it's a villain role, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, if you put your heart and soul into something,
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was the first live-action Joker after Nicholson, and that in and of
right.
itself was just plastered everywhere as like
That's
one of the most
right.
definitive live-action Jokers of all time. Yes.
Well, I know that we all probably have a lot more to say about this, and once I actually see the Joker, I kind of want to talk about it again. So
Oh,
we're gonna have to talk
you
about it
will,
afterwards.
you will love it. You will have a treat.
I'm so excited.
Treat yourself tonight.
Everyone, treat yourself this weekend and go see the Joker.
Yes.
Do us all a
go
favor.
see something. Go to the movies.
Yeah, go to the movies.
Yeah.
And you know what? Buy a pretzel at
Hey,
the movies.
and if you're in Indianapolis, go to Heartland Film Festival.
Yes, please.
definitely go to
Really
Heartland.
good movies.
If you see any of us, well, I won't be there. Will you guys be there?
I'll be there
I
Sunday.
sadly will not.
And
Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay. So, but if you see any of the rest of our cast from the show, stop and say hey. We're all pretty nice. No one bites except for me, and I won't be there. So perfect. But so that was that for that. Don't go see the Gemini Man. Even if you do go to the movies, don't see that. That's a waste of your money. Go to a matinee though if you can go. It's
Go to a
cheaper.
matinee. Get one of them little free
Matinee.
ticket things.
Yeah.
Like be like.
Get a pretzel. Get a slushie.
Yeah.
It's the weekend. Your diet can take the back seat. Or
Agreed. Your happiness is more important than your diet.
think about it. This is some weird advice to give on this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. That 10 pounds is your life, bro. Don't lose your life.
And if you need to distract the kids this weekend, go rewatch Abominable and not Adam's Family, please.
I hear Abominable was really cute.
It was.
I haven't seen it.
Go see Abominable, guys.
There's so many good choices out there in the world besides Gemini Man, basically, is what I can say. Don't let your kids watch Big Mouth. Or
Yes.
do if you're into that, but I would say don't.
Maybe wait till they're like 14.
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe 16.
Yeah.
But you know what? Keep them on that Netflix kids account until about 18 years old. No, I'm kidding. But thank you guys so much for coming by, chatting with us. I hope you had a good snack, a good relaxing time. We'll be back next week doing the same thing. And we'll be back around Halloween time talking about Twilight. So tune in for that.
Of course.
Because I personally can't wait for that.
I'm very excited.
That's going to be the pinnacle of my existence here. So can't wait to see y'all. It was great talking to you. And until next time, peace and hair grease.
And Mark Hamill's still the best.